Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spreading in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn.
So, welcome to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Gatlinburg is an extremely unique place in that it's like this huge playground. So today what we did was we took a trip to the Ripley's Believe It or Not aquarium. We did some walking around town, and we also enjoyed a hard cider tasting. Now, we're going to show you each of these things as we went through the day. We're going to start off with the aquarium, which we thought was an amazing use of space.
Right? I thought it was very, very good. I actually, after we got done with it, I actually kind of compared it to the Boston Aquarium,
Right.
and I think it's just as good, if not a little bit better, by the different tanks that they have.
I think it's better because it's almost more interactive.
Yeah.
In one area of the aquarium, they have like a conveyor that you can stand on. You can still walk if you want to.
Yeah.
But the conveyor, you're standing there and you're going through a tank. It's almost like a
yeah.
tunnel. So you've got big portions of the tank on your left-hand side. You got portions of the tank over the top of you and a little bit on the right-hand side. And it's really cool to see like the sawfish swimming right
Right?
over the top of you. And you
I've
get
never
to-
seen a sawfish before.
I mean, you get to see what his face looks like and his mouth, and it's just really cool looking.
He's really smiling at you.
You know, and so the conveyor belt was pretty cool because you saw the sawfish, you saw sharks, and Sally the turtle is in
Yep.
there.
Yep. We didn't get a very good video of Sally the
Right.
turtle, just because she stayed underwater, so it wasn't really that good, but we did see her, and it was really cool. They also have, you know, of course, your jellyfish and these huge crabs. I don't even remember what kind of crabs they were, but like a snow crab, they were
Yeah,
huge.
They weren't Alaska king crabs. I
No,
know that much.
but they were big.
But they were big crabs. Just the tanks are really neat. The jellyfish, like Alice said, I thought was really cool. The way they kind of like light them up to where the jellyfish almost glow.
Right? Yeah.
Really impressive.
We even got to see them clean the tank, and they had the other people there who were guarding them from the sharks to
Right.
make sure that they didn't get attacked while they were cleaning the tank.
So you got divers that are in the tank using brushes to scrub the rocks and stuff, and they've got a vacuum hose that's sucking the water through, kind of like a pool when you're vacuuming a pool. I know, because I vacuum pools. So one diver is cleaning the rocks while another diver is just kind of hanging out and has a stick that's a couple
And
feet long.
Watching.
It's a white stick with some black tape, it looks like, around it. So I'm sure the sharks are kind of used to seeing it, because really I never saw them like make contact with a shark, but just put it out. And that was enough for the shark to kind of just change direction and go away. So they're taking care of each other while they're also taking care of the fish. It was just really cool to see.
Yeah, it was just really a lot of fun. So let's talk about some benefits to work camping, because as you all know, we are work camping, and it's really cool because this area is really focused on locals. So whether you're actually from the area or you work in the area, there's a lot of benefits that come with the work camping here. So all we have to do is take our pay stub with us, tell them where we're working, and the aquarium and anything that is with Ripley's is free for us.
Right.
There are also some places that just give you a discount, like 50% off or something. So that's really cool. That is a great benefit for us.
So it's kind of like a side note for our work camping stuff that, you know, we're going to continue to share with you is, you know, when you're looking at work camping, try and investigate some of the perks. You know,
Yeah.
some of the perks for us is like Alice just said, free entrance to some parks or discounted entrance to some parks. I know because we were doing a lot of research, like in South Dakota, Yellowstone area, if you're work camping there, they give you entrance cards for different things.
Right.
So
Yeah.
those are all things to consider, you know, while the wages for work campers may be low, those perks add up because
Right.
that's money that you would spend.
Because
So,
that was $40 per person that
Right.
we saved. So that was an $80 perk. And if you took kids, that is $29.99 per child. And you know, so yeah, it was just a lot of money. So you know that we did actually save. So that was really cool.
so keep that in mind. And again, the aquarium, they have a lot of other stuff. I don't have the information in front of me, but I did see some real quick information. They have opportunities for you to get into the tanks, to bring your kids into the tanks for like the stingray tanks and be able to interact with the stingrays. They did have a petting tank
Yeah, touch
right
tank.
at the end,
Yeah.
you know, so you could reach in and touch. My arms were long enough, somebody else's arms were a little bit too short, so I had an opportunity to touch a few.
I touched the hammerhead shark, and then after that, they announced over the thing that if the sharks come by, to take your
Turn your
hand
hand
out.
out.
I didn't know.
She's
But
a
I
bad
touched
girl,
the
just saying.
I did touch the shark.
But we had a lot of fun at the aquarium. Now, time-wise, we spent like 2 hours in there. And like I said, from the outside, you're looking at it, it's like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty small. But once you
It's
get inside,
huge.
the use of space is just amazing. So keep in mind that if you go to the aquarium, it's probably going to take you a couple hours, maybe even longer if you have kids, because kids may want to stay longer.
They want to do a lot more things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they have a playground for kids on the inside, you know, an indoor playground.
At the penguins, where the penguins are. They
yep.
do a penguin parade, but we were a little early for the penguin parade, so that would have been cool to see too.
Right, so a lot of neat stuff to do there. I would certainly recommend it for anybody who enjoys aquariums, and it's a great thing to do on a day where maybe it's cold outside
It's
or
raining. Yeah.
like it is today. The day we went, at the time, it was like 40 degrees. So it was chilly. Is a good way to start the day. Keep all that in mind.
So the other thing that you need to know about Gatlinburg is everything is paid parking. Most of them are like $20 for the day. We did find one that is close to the aquarium that is on a side road, and it was $2 an hour. So we actually only paid $10 because we were in Gatlinburg for 5 hours. So just know that you're going to need some cash to pay for parking, because all parking is a paid parking lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different parking lots that you can park in, so it's not difficult to find one.
So when we finished with the aquarium, it was perfect time for lunch.
Right?
So we just decided we weren't going to go anywhere special. We had no plans. We were just going to walk down the main street of town until we found something. You know, as we're walking down the town, I saw this alleyway, and I'm like, hey, let's go give this a shot and see
Let's go
what's
look
down
at-
here.
yeah.
So we walked down that little alleyway, and we found the Back Alley Grill, which was a pretty cool place. They had a whole bunch of stickers on their windows. We asked before we did it, but we have stickers with us, so we put one of
Yep.
our stickers on their window with our logo on it.
So the next time that you go to Gatlinburg, you should take one of these alleyways, go find the Back Alley Grill, and see if you can find our sticker. If you happen to see our sticker, you should come to this video, leave us a comment below, and let us know that you found it.
Right? So Back Alley Grill was pretty good food, great atmosphere. You know, you're kind of a little bit away from the hustle and bustle. Had a good view sitting outside on their
Yeah.
deck of the mountains and stuff. And food was pretty good.
I think one of the biggest perks of going down these back alleyways that I didn't know about until we started walking the town is that they were less traffic.
Right.
There was less traffic on them. So we had no waiting for lunch, and the restaurant wasn't packed full. It was a very good restaurant that had good food. And so we started taking all of the other alleyways after we had lunch, and we found this one called The Village. So when you're seeing it from the road, you're not seeing everything. And you walk back there, and it's like a whole new town opened up. The
Yeah.
buildings were very cool looking. They looked like a village.
They look like, exactly.
Almost
they
kinda like
lived up to the name, almost
a
like
fairy village or something.
Yeah, I
you
would
know?
say almost like an Irish village,
Yeah.
because there were a couple of Irish stores or
Yeah.
Celtic stores back there that we enjoyed going into, and a really nice art gallery
Mm.
that had some beautiful artwork. We did not video any of that because,
Yeah.
but just beautiful.
Beautiful
And
work.
all the shop owners are very welcoming and inviting. So it was really nice just kind of walk around and look in the shops and the stores.
Right. So the other thing that Gatlinburg has to offer when you're just walking up and down the street are the different types of shops. So you have your candy stores, you have your t-shirt stores, you have your, you name it, Gatlinburg has it. The other thing that they have is tastings.
Yes.
Hard cider tastings from the Tennessee Cider Company. Yum.
Which were amazing.
Right.
I mean, they have, what is it, 3 tastings for free, I think it is.
Yep, it was 3 for free.
And if you want to have more than 3, you pay $5 and you get like 6 tastings.
And a slushie.
And a slushie. The ciders were extremely good, but that slushie, oh my gosh.
Yes, that slushie was really good.
Amazing. And they even sell a package that you can buy that you mix with the hard cider and put it in the freezer for a while, and it
to make
makes
your own slushie at home.
Right.
Right. And so our favorite was the orange tangerine mango. And I will totally be buying a bottle of that for when Heather shows up, because she will love it.
Yeah.
It was so good. They also have wine tasting, and you have your Old Smoky moonshine company down there, and you can go in there and have tastings also. We've done that one before too.
Yeah, so it's pretty unique in candy stores and ice cream and all that stuff. I mean, this is kind of almost like, Gatlinburg is almost like I won't say carnival because there's no rides there, but it's kind of like a seacoast town, in a way. You get this vibe because there's so many different stores, restaurants, and just cool things to do.
Yeah. Well, there are some rides, if you want to go to. And we will take you to those things in the future, like the Sky Bridge, Anarchista, those type of things. But that is definitely something that's on our list. So if you guys want to follow us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell so you know when we upload new content. Because as you know, we are going to be in this area all summer. So we're going to mix it all up. We're going to just throw everything that we want to do into a bucket. We're going to pull it out and say, okay, this week we're going to do this.
A summer of fun.
A summer of fun.
And for you, ask us, if you're thinking about a trip to this area, and by this area I mean Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, Cherokee, which is just on the other side of it, put something in the comments below and say, hey, I'm thinking about a trip to here. What can you show me, tell me, or whatever? Can you check this out and give me some feedback?
Yeah. We're only like 80 miles away from the Tail of the Dragon Drive.
Right.
That's definitely on our list also. So that would be cool. Going to Asheville, going up into Kentucky, maybe even Nashville, because it's not that far away. So there's tons of stuff to do.
And the bears are out in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
They are.
Alice and I took a trip last week, and we drove Cades Cove. We saw 3 bears. It was awesome. We're planning on going back come first week of May.
Right.
Because here's a tip for you. Coming May 4th, every Wednesday, Cades Cove Road gets shut down to vehicle traffic and is open only for bikers and hikers.
It's an 11-mile loop. There are 2 different cutoffs, so if you can't do the 11 miles, it's okay, because there's 2 cutoffs that will cut off some of that mileage. We will make sure that we take note of how many miles that will cut off, or how many each one of those loops are for people who want something shorter. At this time I don't know, but that's definitely something that we will be bringing to you. All the more reason to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss a thing.
I'm so